Hey guys, happy Monday. It is Meg Rogers here coming at you live. So I just wanted to come live really quick. I was going to go live this morning and we had nothing but errands left and right, and then people calling left and right and all these things that we had to deal with. So of course I'm getting started a lot later than I anticipated. And I was actually really tested this morning, and it's really funny, is this video that I'm doing, some people are going to be like, oh, I can't believe you just, preaching to us. And honestly, this video is, I'm going live because I need this reminder, especially today as I am being tested and so many friends and my anxiety wants to rise. But I know that this can be controlled if I'm leaning on his strength versus mine. It was really awesome. We made it to church Sunday, like 2 weeks in a row, which has been a record for us. And the message was just, it was perfect because the parallels between what he was saying, what I do for a living, what I deal with my own personal life, and what I deal with my clients and stuff, it was just incredible, like just the parallels of it all. So, a lot of people that I'm feeling or that I'm dealing with and working with, or even just new people that I'm talking to that end up just ghosting me after a while. A lot of the thing right now is people are feeling like, well, I'm depressed in life and I'm just feeling really stuck and I'm not feeling prosperous. And why am I not feeling prosperous when God has all these plans for us to prosperous? And if you're catching this live, drop me a hello or an emoji or hit your favorite icon. Let me know you're here. Crystal, hey, must be your lunch break. I'm so excited. So if you are feeling depressed and you're stuck in life and you're just not feeling prosperous, believe it or not, that's not God. That is a choice that we made, and now we're harvesting that choice. And that was when the pastor was saying that, I was like, oh, wow, that is definitely a cringeworthy moment for a church. I love it. I love people that are truth bombs. So I just love this new pastor. So, there is a season for planting. There's a season for watering. There's a season for growing. It takes hard work. There's a season for harvest. But if you don't do the hard work, nothing's going to happen. Jeremiah 29:11 says, for I know the plans that I have for you, says the Lord. They are plans for good, not for disaster, to give you future and a hope. So his plans, they're not changing for us. He still has these amazing plans right up here. And, we, myself included, make a lot of wrong choices. Or we start to believing these worldly things of I don't have time and I'm so busy and I will put that in the back burner and I will pick that back up when life slows down. And guess what? Back to school has started. A lot of people started school earlier this month. Hey, Lisa. So, they're feeling like, well, I can't do anything new. Oh my gosh, I can't take care of myself. Hey, Victoria, welcome. A lot of people are just like, I'm getting a lot of excuses of, well, I went to back to school shopping. I don't have time to take care of me, and I certainly can't invest in me, and blah, 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 and all these reasons. As you know, reasons are excuses as to why they just can't take care of themselves. And the funny thing is, God has all these plans for us, but we create all these reasons as to why we can't do them, why we can't fulfill them, why we can't fulfill the prophecy that he has for us. He has all these plans to prosper us, but we're so caught up in us. We're so caught up in what we can do and what we can handle instead of what he's asking us to do. His plans does not change. So if you made a wrong choice and you got thrown off from that plan and stuff, guess what? You can change route and you can get back to living on the plan that he has for your life. You are not so awesome at screwing up that you can't get back there. So you can change whatever you want to change. Hey, Jamie. So I had this client that I worked with for a year, or it was over a year and a half actually. And she worked with me for a good month. And then she decided, I can do this myself. And she went and she coached herself. And that was me too. We've all made this mistake. Hey, Jessie. And God, she fell off. She fell off within a week. She couldn't do it on her own, but she refuses to admit it and she refuses to own it. And the funny thing is when she's talking to me, she's sharing what's going on and what God's doing and saying to her, she's ignoring it. She's hearing it. She's telling me what he's saying, but she's not registering what's happening. God is leading her. He's putting it on her heart to do this. She knows what she needs to do. She knows I can coach her. She's had success before with me, before she went her own way and tried coaching herself, which always fails because we give ourselves way too much grace. We think we're being okay giving ourselves some grace, but we give ourselves a lot of grace, and before we know it, we're back at square one, and even worse. Hey, Ashley. But what is she doing? Even though she knows this, nothing. She keeps coming to me every couple of weeks and coming to me and, saying the same thing over and over, but she's not doing anything. She's still making excuses and saying that she needs more from God. And God's like, sister, I'm telling you what to do. You're just not listening. I'm leading those to you to help you. You just ain't doing it. So you have to put in the work. He's not going to do the work for you, Crystal. My thing is, I find myself always saying, I have a baby to take care of. I have the rest of the family to take care of. I'm always putting myself last. And you know what, Crystal? You've just started with us. So learning how to overcome that mental lie that we have, because society has ingrained it into us. If we're taking time for ourselves as women, you're being selfish and self-centered. And it's such a lie. Like, the more that you take care of yourself, and you're going to learn this, and you're already experiencing this, I can see it from our messages and our conversations together, is the more that you put yourself first, the more you can give your family. The happier you are, the happier your husband is, the happier your kids are. So the better it does get. God is not going to just drop things into your lap. So if you have been praying, like, God, I need a sign, I need to do something, are you really listening? Like, he might have the blinders going and everything, those flashing lights, all this stuff going, but are you really paying attention? Because this is something that I'm noticing a lot of people, God is flashing those big neon signs, and they're still like, nope, I don't want that sign, God. Show me a different sign. Show me this sign, and then I will do it. What are you listening to? Because guess what? Yes, he's a miracle worker, but he is not an enabler. God is not going to enable you. You got to show up, and you got to do the work. He talks in the Bible, you got to do hard work. You want some big changes? You got to do the work. So Jeremiah 29:5, and I wrote this verse down because I think it was incredible. We heard this on Sunday, and I was just like, yeah. He says, build houses and live in them, plant gardens and eat their produce. We go to work providing. So what he's saying is, we go to work, we are providing for our families. We keep the houses running as a means to provide for our family. We know hard work. Yet when it comes to God, nope. We don't want to be good stewards of his temple. We don't have time for that. We're just renters of this body. We're too busy with house. We're too busy with kids. We're too busy with work. We're too busy with whatever lame ass excuse that we have going on. I'm too busy with my health issues. Well, guess what? You know what? Our decision, my husband and I's decision to have another baby, guess what? That put a lot of damage on my body. And it's why my body right now today is actually not functioning the way that it should. It was I can't even speak today. All of that is happening on my body internally right now, with my pancreas severely low and not working the way that it should, is because of the choice that we made to expand our family. Does that mean that it's always going to be that way? No. But it also means that, guess what? If I want this to correct itself, I have to trust that the people that God led into my life to help me to heal this, I have to trust that their knowledge, and taking the steps that they're telling me to do is going to, help. So I have to go where he's calling. I have to make that choice. I have to actually follow this regiment. And let me tell you, this regiment is freaking insane. Every single hour of my life, from the time I wake up to the time I go to bed, is planned of what I'm going to eat, what supplement I'm going to take, and I have to stick to it, because you can only take these supplements at specific times of the day, and before eating and after eating. It's insane, and it's really draining on the body. But it was a choice. Everything that happens in our life, whether you like where you're at today or not, was because of a choice that you made probably a few months or weeks ago. So every choice that you make, you're going to harvest. You're going to harvest that choice. There's a season for planting, there's a season for growing, and there's a season for harvest. So even if you're like, well, I'm not making any choices, well, guess what? You're getting the default choice, so you're getting the choice that whatever life decides to throw at you, which is horrible. Make a choice. He's telling you to pick up the hammer, till the land, lay the manure, plant the seeds, Water it. Do the freaking hard work. Stop acting like some princess and put in the work. Stop making excuses that you're too busy with kids, that you're too busy homeschooling, that you're too busy working, blah, 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 blah. Trust me, I've heard it all. I was a working full-time mom, homeschooling 3 kids when I started on this journey. You can do it. You just have to tell yourself that you can do it. If you tell yourself you can't do something, guess what? You failed. You ain't gonna be able to do it. Your mind believes what you tell it. So if you tell yourself you can't do it, congrats, you just failed. If you tell yourself, you know what? I don't know how the hell I'm gonna do this, but I know that God is going to help me through this if I just go forward on faith. Boom, guess what? You're gonna have success. And if you keep going forward, you keep planting that seed, you keep watering it every single day, you are going to have a harvest. So today, it's Monday. As much as I hate saying this on a Monday, because I hate Mondays, just because people take it as a cliche, like, oh, I can only start on a Monday. You know, so if you watch this video tomorrow, Tuesday, start Tuesday. If you watch it Friday, start Friday. But today, whatever choice that you make, is you're going to reap in the future. And I really hope that you really think about the choices that you make today. But all right, guys, I just wanted to go live and kind of share that with you because it was just a really powerful sermon that we had. And I was just like, I couldn't get over like the parallels between what I do, what I'm going through, and what he was saying. And I was just like, oh my gosh, a truth-bound pastor. I love this. But all right, guys, get out there and make it awesome.